Call Bill at 762-2325 and tell him about the noises your car's making, the lights that are on, or maybe you just need an inspection. Henry's Auto Repair, 1068 Park Avenue, Woonsocket. Sunny skies today with a high of 84 degrees and a light southwest breeze. Tonight, mostly clear, overnight low of 61. Sunday's weather mostly sunny with a high of 81 and a breeze from the south. Monday, 50-50 chance of rain and thunderstorms, partly sunny skies when it's not thundering and raining, and a high of 81. Tuesday, sunshine and 77. Wednesday, sunshine and 74. Thursday, sunshine and 78. Next Friday, mostly sunny skies, high near 78 degrees. Currently outside our Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio here on Park Avenue in Woonsocket, it's 69 degrees.
ON Radio.
Good morning and welcome to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. I'm Kevin Callahan, my co-host. Pat Holland, a little bit under the weather today, so he may call in a little bit later on. He may not, we'll see, but we hope to have Pat back next week for sure. But I'm joined by Matt Callahan, my son, filling in ably for Pat Holland. Matt, good morning. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats.
Good morning. Happy to be here again.
Happy to wake up nice
Very
and early?
excited. Not that early.
No.
No.
You're very excited?
Yeah.
Always. All right. Everything going good? You have a good week? And you're back into coaching a bit this week?
Yeah. We're back.
You're back in?
Oh, yeah.
Doing a little coaching of some softball, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Getting back into the game.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. So, things are going good for you. Let's jump right into it. Got a lot going on. We're going to probably stick mostly to the Sox and the Pats today, but there's a lot of other things going on as well. We want you to join us in the Cheap Seats with Matt and Kevin today, taking over for Pat. They'll play on words there. So give us a call a little bit later on at 401-766-1240, and let's just get right into it. Today, 3:30 on ABC, Fairfield, Connecticut, taking on Las Vegas for the U.S. Championship of the Little League World Series. Winner of that game will face the winner of Chinese Taipei versus Aruba. And the winners will face off tomorrow at 3 o'clock for the Little League World Series title. The losers will play a consolation or a third place game at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning on ESPN. So good luck to Fairfield. Matt, I think you had told me they haven't lost yet?
I'm pretty positive they have not lost all year.
And for those that
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%, but okay. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure. We'll go with 98.7% sure on that. Unlike the rest of the tournament, it's no longer double elimination now. It's right. So whether Las Vegas has lost or not makes no difference. It's single elimination. Win today, play tomorrow afternoon. Lose today, play tomorrow morning. So good luck to Connecticut. Always cool to see New England fare well in these situations, even if it's Connecticut, which is like New York. But
they're not
whatever.
even New England. Then we got RIFC, 1-0 winner over Birmingham Wednesday night in the quarterfinal of the Jägermeister Cup. Gets back to the regular season action tonight with a game against rival Hartford at 7 o'clock. That game can be seen on Nessun. RIFC returns home to the bank next Saturday night for the first of 4 straight home games at 7 o'clock to take on Charleston Battery.
And a little interesting thing, if you're following that Jägermeister Cup, they drew, so they were in the quarterfinal, now they're in the semifinals, and the next round of that Jägermeister Cup is going to be September 20th, I believe. So that's one of the 4 home games that are coming up for RISC. Also, the New England Revolution, they travel to Columbus tonight to take on the Crew, and what is quickly becoming must-win time for the Revs if they want to make the playoffs. They currently sit in 11th place, I think it is, maybe 10th, but they are so far out of a playoff spot right now that they can't even have ties anymore. They need to win and win often. So well, good luck to the Revs as they take on Columbus tonight.
Then the Woo Sox, currently 1-3 on their current 6-game homestand versus Jacksonville. They play this afternoon at 4:05 and tomorrow at 1:05 before hitting the road next week for 6 games in Durham. The Woo Sox, with just 2 more homestands in September before their season comes to a close. Christian Campbell slumped a bit this past week and saw his average dip to 268, but still showing a good eye with a 388 OBP. Campbell has played 26 games at first, 11 at second, 3 in left, 2 in center, and 7 at DH. That's absurd, though.
So, man, I told you I was going to ask you what the other night we had it on. I think they're playing the doubleheader. I think it was that game, and they said making his first start at Polar Park in center field is Christian Campbell. What he comes up as a second baseman, wins Rookie of the Month in April, MLB. They send him to Worcester, fine. Now they're starting to move him over to first. Okay, they were looking for help at first. Now they got him out in center, and then left. I get the DH
Well, they
thing.
moved him to the outfield when they moved Stingston over to first to get some reps over there for if he gets called up, he might be playing some first base. But then Stingston gets called up, and then he's starting in center field. So it's like, what are we doing? So Campbell down in Worcester, was he playing first base again? Like, yeah. I don't know.
And now he's in left for 3, center for 2. I don't know if it's a coincidence. I don't know if I'm just reading too much into this. Like, but as he plays the outfield, his average started to dip again. So I don't know if he's. Luckily for him, he did sign a big contract, so he's all set monetarily. And he's only, I think he just turned 23, so his future is very bright. But are they messing around with him? I mean, and is he truly that much worse than David Hamilton? David Hamilton is, I mean, he's decent defensively, but we saw he can't run the bases. He can't hit.
Yeah.
It's picked off third base the other day.
That's bad.
Come on.
Bad. Partially third base coach, though, too.
Yeah, but partially David Hamilton for going a stroll through Central Park.
Saying no one's looking at the pitcher. Are you joking me?
So that's what's going on with Christian Campbell. Still doing pretty good. A couple more chances to catch the Woo Sox at home in September as well. 2 more home stands, so about 12 more games as well. And an exciting time a year for sure. Matt and I were talking just a little bit off here. College football beginning today. Before we get off locally, what's the big game that you were telling me about?
Ohio State versus Texas at noon today.
At noon, so
right off the bat, we got 2 of the best teams in the country going at each other. So
2 ranked teams. So with that's always an exciting time of year. I'm not the biggest college football fan going. Those that have listened to the show, I'll follow Boston College, who's going to be on their 5th quarterback in the last 4 years, and I already forget his name. I read about him today. They start next week. I try every year. I always say this is the year I'm going to get into college football. So maybe with your
try
help.
To reel you in.
All right, try to reel me in.
That's a good time.
Well, it's tough on a Saturday when it's 85 degrees and not a cloud in the sky.
Not all year.
To watch college football at noon for 2 ranked teams. So it's exciting news on the way in today. Sorry, my ADHD brain kind of all over the place. What was on 295 3 blocked right lanes, and about 3 weeks ago went down to just 2 of the lanes blocked. The ramp to 146, you can actually use the right lane now to get on the 146 north. I don't know when this happened, but this is exciting, leaving only the right-hand lane blocked at the Diamond Hill exit in Cumberland right now.
Oh, it was sweet. It was smooth all the way here. It was awesome.
Out of habit, I got in the center lane.
Yeah, I did the same and had to get back over. I was like, when's this lane shutting down? It didn't.
You get conditioned after 2 or 3 years of getting over in the lane, especially the one at Menden Road. I was shocked. So that's big, exciting news. So, all right, so college football underway today. Locally, things kick off next week around here. URI gets things going next Friday night at 6 o'clock. The preseason number 9 Rhody Rams will face Campbell. Boston College will be home to take on Fordham next Saturday at 2. Bryant will travel to New Mexico State next Saturday at 9 o'clock at night. And in typical Ivy League fashion, just when you think the season's ready to start, Brown and the Ivy League, no, we're gonna wait a month. We're going to let everybody else get settled in. And Brown will start their season Saturday, September 20th at home versus Georgetown. Locally, we're gearing up here in the cheap seats for our annual high school preview show. That's going to be 2 weeks from today, Saturday, September 6th. We have commitments already from Woonsocket coach Brett Coderre, Cumberland coach Matt LaRoche, Butterville coach Gennaro Ferraro, and Lincoln coach Sean Kavanaugh, as we're still putting the final touches on the local high school schedule. But we are starting that on Friday, September 12th. So on Saturday, September 6th, we'll be speaking with the high school coaches individually and kind of previewing their team. So that'll be exciting. So it's I do
coming
hope
up
Pat's
quick
back for that. It is coming up quick as the high school season has gotten underway with practices and scrimmages and the like. So exciting time of year. So you're going to get me into college football, you say, this year?
Yeah, that's the goal. You actually have to watch a game, though, to get into it.
I watch.
That's the problem.
I watch Bryant. I watch URI when they're on.
BC's decent, but the
So I came up with Doug Flutie. That was my introduction.
two
to college
ranked teams
football.
playing against each other is just so electric. It's
I know,
unbelievable.
But noon on a sunny day. and
Okay,
it's
how about an
85.
8 o'clock or whatever?
All right, I'll
That's sweet. That's awesome.
It is good stuff. It is good stuff. All right, we're gonna take our first break. We want you to join us in the cheap seats at 401-766-1240. When we come back, a couple things that we want to talk about. We'll probably open up with the Sox, but we may change our mind, go in a different direction with the Pats. It's been an up and down week for the Sox. What have you done for me lately? I'm psyched. How did the week begin? I was disgusted with them. And the Pats are done with their preseason football. They went 2-1 in meaningless games. Did we learn anything about the Patriots in the 3 preseason games? I know they had like 13 or 14 cuts yesterday.
Call in, let us know what you learned.
Yeah, call in. Did you learn anything about the Patriots?
We would love to know.
I learned nothing, and that includes the starting quarterback and a couple other things. It's just,
give us some info.
Oh my God! It's I'll come out. I'll say it. I think I put it up on Facebook. NFL preseason. The NFL should be ashamed of themselves. It's a sham. It's a scam. It's not even a sham. It's a scam. It's 60. They're taking money away from 60,000 people.
That's their intentions.
It's
That's their goal.
Absolutely terrible. We learned nothing. So, all right. So I'm starting to get fired up on the Patriots, the NFL. When we come back, we want to hear from you in the cheap seats. 401-766-1240. You're in the cheap seats with Pat and Kevin on 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, and OneSocketRadio.com.
The latest Buick and GMC models are available at Tasker Buick GMC in Woonsocket. Buick Encore, Envision, Enclave, and Envista are on the lot waiting for you to take one for a test drive. New GMC crossovers, SUVs, as well as trucks and vans are also available. Thinking of a pre-owned vehicle? Tasker Buick GMC has more than 900 in stock, many under $15,000. Visit online, TaskerBuickGMC.com, or stop into 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Tasker Buick GMC, you will be satisfied. And remember, there are no tariffs on the vehicles in stock at Tasker Buick GMC.
When you're ill and need same-day care, remember North Smithfield Urgent Care and Lincoln Urgent Care for affordable and accessible care. You'll always be seen by a board-certified physician who will assess the problem and make you feel safe and reassured. Both centers can help you with a wide range of symptoms and ailments, including flu, fractures, allergies, infections, work injuries, and more. Check their websites for convenient patient and medical forms, which you may fill out before the visit. North Smithfield Urgent Care, 594 Great Road, North Smithfield, 768-3400. And Lincoln Urgent Care, 2 Wake Robin Road, Lincoln, 333-9595. Since 1948, their motto has been to give every customer the very best in quality service, as well as attention to detail. And that promise continues today at Michaud's Auto Body, a modern 5-stall facility with the latest in technology. Whenever you have time, please check their website at MichaudAutoBody.com and take a short video tour of their modern facility. It's very interesting. Michaud's Auto Body on Privilege Street, Woonsocket, a second-generation family business. 769-1983.
When disaster strikes, trust the experts at ServiceMaster by Gilmore. From water and fire restoration to mold remediation and emergency cleanup, we've been restoring peace of mind for over 40 years, now proudly serving all areas, including our newest service location in Rhode Island. No job is too big or too small. Day or night, we're here for you. Call ServiceMaster by Gilmore at 1-800-783-0552 or visit us at the web at www.svmgilmore.com. Restoration done right every time.
ON, AM, and FM.
And welcome back to the Chief Seats with Pat and Kevin. I'm Kevin Callahan, joined by my son, Matt Callahan, today. Right away, we're going to go to the phone lines. I think we got Moose on line 1. Moose, are you there?
Good morning. Good morning, I am.
Good morning, Moose. Say hi to Matt.
Moose.
Morning, Kevin. Good morning, Matt. Matt the cat.
Yep.
Oh yeah, love that.
Yeah, Matt
Love
the cat. How's it going today, Moose?
Okay. Let's get right to it.
Okay.
And I have to echo your sentiments about college football. I'm trying. I try to get into college, but I can't. Not at this particular time of the season. Too much going on.
There's so much going on.
I mean, I'll say sorry.
No, go ahead now.
It's hard to follow. I'll give you that, but it's really good football. They're all high-scoring games.
Not
I
saying
like
it isn't.
but-
It certainly is.
Yeah, take the
But,
over.
Not right now.
But they hate each other too, and teams hate each other,
know,
so it's
it's-
like constant bickering on the field. It's just I don't know. The atmosphere is electric. I don't know. It's
I know
it's cool.
it's got it all, but I'm with Moose on this. It's just so hard for me to just get into it.
It's
I
hard.
try.
It is. And I'm sure the rivalries are there.
Yep.
And it's exciting for the teams that are involved. A little later on in the season, when it calms down and when we get into the deeper part.
You turn the
where,
clocks back, it gets darker earlier.
Yeah.
get
Well, the
back
mood does
earlier,
swing. The mood
before
swings when
season's
that
over.
happens.
But I also echo your sentiments on the Pats and preseason. I do not put stock in the preseason. Anybody that does is being misled.
There's nothing to take stock in, Moose. Nobody played.
That's
I don't
it.
understand.
That's
It's a scam.
Can't do it. It's no good. Just try to get it through to you or to the fans. Like I said, unless they're football fanatics, which is what they are, they're going in to see a B and C team here. Half of these players will be cut before the season begins.
Well, here's the other thing, Moose and Matt. Drake May, in the preseason, in front of 60,000 plus people in the games that he actually played in, on the preseason, over 3 games, though he only played in 2, was 7 for 12 for 58 yards with a rushing touchdown. He lost a fumble, and he got sacked once. This is his second year in the league. First with a brand new coach. First with Josh McDaniels.
New
and
offense,
and a whole
brand new offense.
Everything brand new. And he's 7 for 12 for 58 yards. And now he doesn't play for 2 more weeks.
Well, I got to say this, and everybody's putting all kinds. The jury is still out on Drake May.
Of course it is. He's
and,
won 1 game.
You think he's going to have some kind of a sensational season? That remains to be seen because I really think the Pats are going to be running the ball this year.
I hope so.
They have the nucleus to do so.
Henderson looks great. I'm putting stock in him.
People are saying they're gonna get rid. They should get rid of Stevenson.
No, keep Stevenson.
no,
No,
He's a
that's
big
what.
cut now.
They're worried about him because of
his
unable
fumbles.
to hang on to the
Yeah.
football.
That's why.
Yeah,
They're gonna
exactly.
lock this guy up.
But to baseball, all we're going to do is keep playing the Yankees.
Never thought I'd say those words. 7-1
beginning,
against the Yankees.
I thought they were going to get murdered in this series. I sent you an email because of what they did. We're hitting 14 home runs in 2 games. On we go to the Bronx. Sox get swept by the Olds at Fenway.
Yep.
Oh, no, it spells nothing but disaster. and it's another team, but the Yankees are sloppy.
Oh my! The 3
God,
errors in the first
yeah.
inning the other night. That was sweet. And then
walking all kind of people besides that.
Jaron Duran steals second yesterday, Moose, and there's a line drive to a one hopper to the shortstop. He tries to get a force out at second. Surprises Duran, surprises the second baseman. By the time they throw the first, Raffaello was safe at first. It was a bonehead play. Instead of just getting out at first, he thought he had a force, and Duran was already there.
Yeah,
They're a mess.
they're also making mental mistakes.
Yes.
There's one particular stat that really irritates me about baseball, and they show it every single game on both sides of the plate, or should we say on the mound, is the pitcher's arsenal. I don't care. Do you think? Hey, by the way, Kevin, Max Fried yesterday. How many? What would you think of the percentage that he threw of four-seam fastballs as opposed to all the other pitches?
Yeah,
Who cares?
Yeah, no, they
Analytics.
They like
changed the game
Yeah, they like to
completely.
prove that they have the analytics on
6 or 7
everything.
different kind of pitches.
They have an analytic on everything.
Yeah,
And they think it's a significant thing to put on. I think it's
yeah.
something that is not necessary to put up. But anyway, Shane Bieber had his debut last night against after a 26-month layoff
For Cleveland?
for the Jays.
Oh, he's on the Jays now?
He got traded.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, it was at the
And,
deadline, I think.
And they
quite
won.
impressive.
Yeah, he's a
6
good
shutout
pitcher.
innings, no walks, 9 strikeouts. That's
missed
pretty
that.
good.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize he had been out of the game for over 2 years because I
You
know
know,
he's a
they
real
got-
good pitcher.
Yeah, and they've got winners on this team that have been there before. Now that they've acquired, of course, with Scherzer. These guys are champions. Who are playing on this team. I don't think this team will be caught, Kevin. What do you think?
No, I mean Toronto's playing great ball. Them in Milwaukee,
They just find ways to win.
Yeah, they find
Because
ways to
if
win.
you look at their expected win-loss records on MLB app, they're like expected to be like 4 or 5 games over 500.
Yeah, they're way above
and
that.
they're way above that.
It's gonna be tough. Sox
Like
have a
21
3-game
games over 500
Yeah.
right now.
Sox have a 3-game series with Toronto coming up in about 3 weeks. That'll be interesting to see if they can even sniff first place.
One series at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
Our Sox are unpredictable.
Yes, they are. All right,
Very unpredictable.
Moose, I do have another call on the line.
Yes, sir.
so,
Indeed. Nice talking to you guys.
Good talking. Have a great weekend.
I'll be listening, and hopefully we're talking now.
Have a good weekend, Moose.
Bye, Moose.
You too. Bye-bye.
The mighty Moose joining us. Let's go to line 2. And is this who I think it is on line 2?
It is. How are you guys?
The Cheap
Hey,
Seats
what's
with
up?
Pat and Kevin. We are joined by Pat. Pat, how are you doing?
Doing all right, you know.
Oh.
It's, well, you know, we've been in touch, so,
Yep.
you know, I was in the hospital for about a week, but we're feeling a little bit better. I'm back at home, and, you know, the good thing about being in the hospital is all you get to do is listen and watch sports. So I caught up on the Little League World Series, and
Yep.
obviously watched all the Sox games I could, and
Yeah.
took in a little bit of the Pats game the other night, but
I'm sorry about that.
uneventful. So,
You didn't
but
miss
yeah,
much.
Sox,
Actually missed a lot.
you know, turn it around in New York, that's for sure.
Wow, that's incredible. I didn't necessarily see that coming. I was so distraught with the Sox after the way they played against the Orioles and how they blew the last game against the Marlins last week. And Moose kind of said it. You know, the Yankees had coming in. They were 7-3 in their last 10. They were swinging a hot bat with 14 home runs or something in the
They're
previous
going
series. And then the Red Sox pitching. Though, Pat, what I'm a little bit nervous on with the Red Sox and their pitching, beyond the starting pitching, which I'm very happy with, it's Garrett Whitlock and Aroldis Chapman. I don't necessarily want to see anybody else coming out of the bullpen right now. Though they've done better against New York, I'm only confident in Whitlock and Chapman. I don't know if you came away with anything from.
Yeah, you know, I think the starting pitching sets that up, right? That if you get these guys, the
Right.
better off the bullpen's going to be more intact. So they got kind of off, I think, in that series, you know, coming in where they were only getting four innings, and you know, then going to their bullpen early, and that just it isn't a recipe for success for the Sox.
No, and that's why.
Again, you get some questionable decisions, like, you know, you get that game in the extra innings where you know you get a fly out to center, and you don't even attempt to try to score on that.
Yeah,
right.
the Nate,
You know.
Nate
Hey, and there's analytics.
the analytics said
Analytics said do not go.
What bothered me about that, Pat, is that they said they decided before the series that if they were in that situation, they weren't going to run. I don't understand how you can make that decision so early.
In that, I think that goes back to that's core just trying to cover for everybody,
Right.
right? I mean, they're not making decisions like that before the series.
I don't see
So
how.
we go into this scenario, we're in extra innings, we get a sack fly, and he's on, and this guy happens to be in center at that point, because I don't think he was in center until right around that time.
Right.
They put him out there, and then you know, you get the guys, you know, I don't know, the Nesson guys saying that he has a subpar throwing arm. But you got Cora saying he's a plus throwing arm.
I know. It doesn't really
Right.
add
Yeah.
up.
no-
Drop and throw.
It's contradicting.
yes.
He's halfway down third base line. You know that throws off line. You're scoring easy.
Exactly. And the other thing on that too is like, okay, he drew the throw, but he wasn't even off the base. All right, had he come off the base at least 3 or 4 steps with the throw going home, he would have been able to get back on a good throw, and then, you know, get down the line a couple of steps,
Just
take a
to be able
look
to
to see where the
see.
ball is. You also got the on deck hitter also yelling, hey, score, ball's off the line. You're standing. You got a lot of people helping him in that situation, and he was standing on third base, and what'd they say? The ball was hit
That's,
265 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Eaton, he's not a big league player, right? That's why he hasn't been up here all year.
Well, that's why you got a third base coach.
But you got to know, you got to know the scenario,
right?
I don't give them any. I don't give them any like leash, extended leash on any of these running, base running issues. Like, let's figure out how to slide it to second already. Right? How many times are you going to come off the base, get tagged out?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is the big league. Everyone's telling everyone, hey, hold the tag, hold the tag, hold the tag.
Right.
Like, slide right into second.
Yep. I agree. It's in this time of year too. Pat, Matt and I were talking the other day as well. It's like load management on this, and you got to prep for that. I'm sorry, we're in the last quarter of the season. You got to know how to run the bases. you got to know what base you're throwing to, and you prep for this point in the season. If Garrett Crochet has got a no-hitter through 7 1/3 innings today, but his pitch count's at 98, you leave him in, and the score's 1-0. You got to leave him in. You've done load management all year. I don't trust this bullpen. So it's beyond Whitlock and Chapman. And you can't let these games slip away now. The wild card race is a 3-team race right now between the Sox, Yankees, and the Mariners.
Right.
Mariners are only a game behind the Red Sox and a half game behind the Yankees right now. So it's that time of year.
Yeah.
You can't just give away a game like you can in April and May.
Hey, every game counts.
Right.
You don't want to get to that habit of like, you think back to that one game, and it's like, if we only could have taken care of a business,
And,
hey, you got to put your best foot forward every day. I'm still a little concerned about what they're going to do with that. If you call it the fifth spot in the rotation. There's rumor about this kid coming up from Worcester he's kind of worked his way straight up through. I think it's
I'm drawing a blank on his name right now.
It's like Toddy or
See if I can
he's a plus fastball.
Yeah.
It's all his secondary stuff that's off. But even if you get him up to come out of the bullpen,
Right.
Where hey, he has a plus fastball, then.
Hey, well, Bueller just got moved to the pen.
Yeah, do you see Bueller got moved to the bullpen?
Yeah.
That's and Richard Fitz was called back up.
They're saying it's probably going to be a Fitz. It's going to be like a dual.
I actually like Fitz too. Fitz actually has pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I like Fitz. I'm okay with Fitz, and I'm really down on Bueller.
He has a little bit of fire when he throws. Actually, Bueller, I think, could be decent in the pen.
Yeah.
I think, because he's going 4 innings every time and then has to get taken out.
Yeah, if he's only going to give you 4 innings.
Pitches.
Yeah, he's only going to give you 4 innings. You might as well put him in
maybe
the
give
bullpen.
you 2 if needed, and if he has one clean inning. But I think he could be. He's done it a few times in the playoffs, though, for the Dodgers. But
yeah.
But he hasn't ever been a reliever. But I think that's the best case scenario for him. He's clearly well past his prime. Obviously, He's throwing like 92, 93. Maybe 94, but his stuff just isn't there. He's yanking all of his off speed. He's going deep into every single count.
He's
3 balls on every guy.
Yeah, he can't get out of the 4th inning. So it's just crazy. On Bueller, I'm actually glad he's in the bullpen. I don't think he's going to be back with the Sox next year. He's not, and what's interesting is they picked him up for the playoffs, Pat, and I don't think he's going to be a playoff starter. For him, because they're probably going to go to assuming they make the playoffs, they're probably going to walk themselves into a 4-man rotation depending on how the schedule plays out. So I don't even see him playing that way. So
also, Pat,
you can't say is it tonight's is it an afternoon game today?
I think it's tonight, and it's Crochet for sure.
Crochet going,
and it is. Oh, sorry, it's a 1:00 game. Crochet against Warren. Who's 7 and?
I'll watch that over Ohio State. Don't worry.
Over what?
Over Ohio State, Texas.
All right. How do you feel about college football?
I'm just saying, for us, up here for us. I guess I know a lot of people that are, that go to these big universities or have gone to these big universities, and I know it's just a different lifestyle down there, and Alabama and all these other big schools. Up here, it's like, whatever. We got BC, and they're like a smidge better than BC High. Hopefully they'll be better this year. I think, obviously, I think O'Brien's building that program up. They got some transfer. They get the starting quarterbacks transferred in from Alabama. So hopefully they'll continue to get better. But it's never going to be what it is like in the SEC or the Big Ten up here.
No. I mean, Boston College is the biggest team, I guess. UMass Amherst tried to make a run
You can't,
in different times. They play games in
UMass
Gillette, but they won't. And now they're in the second tier now anyway. I think
they're playing like whack.
Right. It's locally they'll do fine. I don't know if you caught the beginning. You see the Ivy League again? Like, I guess they do this every year. Brown doesn't have their first game until September 20th.
Every sport
crazy.
still ain't.
Oh, Pat.
They got to get to academics then. Academic.
That's true.
Academia land.
To go back to what we were kind of talking about earlier, did you see that Little League World Series game the other day, where it was 1-1 in the sixth inning,
Yeah.
and then they scored 11 runs in the seventh inning? That's the best game of the year.
What was
Like-
that?
The game was unbelievable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's a bunch of. I'm locked in on a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
And it's the best game out of every sport this year. I swear.
1-1 in the seventh.
And they tied it in the seventh.
And they were down
sixth.
6. And they were down. South Carolina was down 6-1 after South Dakota put up 5 at the top of the
It
seventh.
was so sick. It was awesome. It was it was unbelievable.
That's good stuff, and I've actually was really impressed with this Fairfield team. Just they just have it at all areas. They get the kid who gets the big hitter. They're making plays. Their outfield is outstanding, and then they got
just
pitching.
making plays.
You like that, champ?
I didn't realize how good they were.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, they won. I knew they won their first game, and then they won the second game. I'm like, oh, I saw them. I'm like, whoa, these guys are good. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I was a little bit invested in the team from Braintree.
Mm-hmm.
I got a buddy of mine who I grew up with, son played, I think they played fairly well. Even in the elimination game that they got eliminated and they lose by a run, but they were in it and they went for it. And I'd rather go out that way than go out any other way, right?
Oh, I absolutely. Just to make it that far, and for that matter, Burrillville just making it to Connecticut. You go back to my youth. I was on a team that we were winning. We blew it. Had we won, we would have advanced to New York at the time. And then I think New York was the next stop on the way to Williamsport. So it's like you're a good team, but it's so much credit to these kids, these 12-year-old kids, and this team from Fairfield.
Once you get down to Williamsport, it's like these other teams that have been playing like 40, 50, 60, 70 games together.
Right.
Where most of these Northeast teams are, they play their normal league. They may all do AAU now, but then they play their normal rec. And then it's like an all-star team, right?
Yeah, exactly. And, they're not playing over the winter, and they're probably not even playing in April.
They're probably only playing
No, right.
together.
Maybe in April, maybe in April if there's a field ready, but
Not up here.
no guarantee on that.
Sheesh.
So, hey, Pat, we got to take a break. But welcome back, and if anything else pops into your head, give us a call back. You sound great, and
Looking forward
Glad
to
you're feeling a little bit better, Pat.
yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Appreciate
Yeah,
you
of
filling
course.
it. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, Pat, rest up, and if we say something that makes you jump out of your seat, give us a call back.
You got it.
All right, have a good one.
Have a good weekend.
My co-host Pat Holland joining us in the cheap seats with Pat and Kevin, and the great as Pat did mention. Obviously, I didn't mention it. Pat's been in the hospital for the past week, so glad that he is home. I mean, just being able to rest at home instead of in the hospital, though. You get the hopefully he had control of the TV in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
You don't always get control of the TV at home, but hopefully he had control of the TV at the hospital. But so much better to recover at home. He sounded great. Which is good. It's on the road to recovery and get him back filling in your seats. I think you have done a very good job, Matt, filling in for Pat. But
Thank you.
He's got the lead name though. It's Pat and Kevin. It's a cheap seat, so.
I understand.
Kevin. So, all right. So we're gonna take a quick break. We come back. We want to hear from you. We've heard from Moose. We've heard from Pat. Let's hear from you at 401-766-1240. We'll be talking Sox. We'll be talking Pats, or whatever else is on your mind. In the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin on 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, and OneSocketRadio.com. You can watch us on YouTube as well on ON Worldwide and the WOON Facebook page.
WOON Socket Door Sales can handle any kind of door installation, including residential and commercial, paying special attention to your door's infrastructure, such as framework repair, to ensure that your door is firmly in place. WOON Socket Door Sales is a fourth-generation family business, installing and repairing all types of doors. Please visit their website at woonsocketdoorsales.com to see a gallery of door styles, manufacturers, and testimonials from satisfied customers. WOON Socket Door Sales, 767-3448. Call Amy Bebo at 767-3448.
State Line Service and Tire Center services all vehicles, including late model cars and light trucks. Your late model vehicle is a highly sophisticated piece of equipment featuring a network of sensors and switches that monitor engine performance and efficiency. When a problem arises, it's important for your technician to know if your check engine light warning is a real problem or just a sensor computer issue. So be safe and be sure. Don, Kevin, and Sean believe in communicating and explaining. State Line Service and Tire Center, 1209 Social Street, Woonsocket, at the State Line.
The world-class distributor of all things electrical is Electrical Wholesalers. They are a full-service electrical distributor with branches throughout Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire. Locally, they're at 113 Clinton Street next to KFC here in Woonsocket, with other locations in Cranston and Franklin, Massachusetts. Electrical Wholesalers provides the highest quality service to electrical contractors as well as residential, commercial, and industrial customers. Electrical Wholesalers is open Monday through Friday, 7 in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. Visit ew-ne.com. Electrical Wholesalers.
If you want your yard to be the envy of the neighborhood, then you need to contact Rosato & Sons of Westboro. They've been turning outdoor visions into reality across Massachusetts for more than 37 years. From custom patios, walkways, and outdoor kitchens to low-maintenance water features and landscape lighting. Looking for routine lawn maintenance, irrigation, or seasonal color? Rosato & Sons has you covered. They are a full-service landscaping firm doing it all in-house for unmatched quality and reliability. When you're ready to elevate your outdoor living, visit rosatoandsons.com to request your free estimate. Rosato & Sons of Westboro, where beautiful landscapes aren't an expense, they're an investment.
ON Radio.
And welcome back to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. I'm Kevin Callahan, joined by my son Matt Callahan. We just heard from Pat of Pat and Kevin, and Pat, you sounded great. So glad to see you're on the road to recovery there as well. All right, let's head back towards the Red Sox a bit. And if you got some thoughts, Pat's, Red Sox, or anything else, give us a call, 401-766-1240. Join the ranks of Moose and Pat and join us in the Cheap Seats. So the Red Sox this week, couple of moves. Got rid of Abraham Toro after they picked up Nate Lowe. Nathaniel Lowe, if you will. Don't call me Nate. Apparently, they said on the broadcast, he went by Nate Lowe 1 year, and his mother said, no, I want you back to me and Nathaniel. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he went back to Nathaniel.
I've only known him as Nathaniel Lowe, though. I've never heard them say Nate.
So you didn't follow him that 1 year that they went by Nate. Maybe he's even only a game or a homestand or whatever. So, but your thoughts on, I know it's playing out pretty good right now, but what were your initial thoughts on the Nathaniel Lowe signing? From
I didn't mind it, to be honest, though. I didn't know he was a free agent. I didn't know the Nationals cut him. That's the thing. Right. So I didn't know he was available, but he's solid. He hits...
No, he's about a 270 hitter with the Rangers in his career.
Yeah, he was just having a down year with the Nationals. To be fair, the Nationals aren't very good, and the atmosphere over there kind of stinks. Yeah. So I think him coming over here, you're playing with a different atmosphere. The fans are rocking. You're playing for something to prove now.
And he should have had the game-tying home. Well, he did. He had the game-tying home run before that bad loss earlier in the week.
And shout out my mom when. Abraham Toro came up to the plate and was like, Abraham Toro's in trouble. after Nathaniel Lowe hit a homer, and he's still in. Like Abraham Toro's still in the game, and my mom's like, "All right, he's in trouble." And then next day or 2 days later,
Yep.
gets DFA'd. And
to
I was
that-
like, "Wow."
To that point where we're out for the Patriots game and the Sox Yankees game, Buddy Wall swings by. Why is Abraham Toro still on this team? I'm like, well, he's not. He got cut. He's like, oh. I didn't know. So Abraham Toro just designated for assignment. I don't know if anybody's picked him up yet.
No,
No,
he's available
still
still.
out there. So
Yeah.
he technically could come back to the Sox and go to Worcester if nobody wants. Which is surprising. Nobody wanted him. I mean, he had a good first half. Of the year.
First half, he fell off hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not like a bad player. He just doesn't bring much.
No, he's
a switch hitter too. I mean, he kind of
he's a journeyman. He has his moments.
Guys kind of hit 220 for you every year.
Yeah, and he was up around
Take that as
270
you
or
will.
280, and he couldn't handle that. He's back in the 240s. They let him go. But now the other thing now with Nathaniel Lowe, he's got to play every game. Even yesterday, he got a pinch hit double, pinch hit.
Yeah.
And another game, he pinch hit. He's pinch hitting all the time. I don't understand why he's just not in the lineup all the time. He's here. He's got a good glove.
Right.
He is a career 265 hitter or so.
If I'm not mistaken, if Nathaniel Lowe isn't going to be playing, Romy is going to be playing first.
Yeah.
That would move Sedan from center to second, which is why Garcia was playing center field.
The password.
The password.
How do you say his name? Joe Snickston?
Justinkson.
Justinkson.
It might be a huh sound though. The J might sound like an H. Like that's the only thing.
And for those that don't know, Justinkson, he's got a younger brother that's in high A, and I forgot how to say his name, but his nickname is the username. So you get the username and the password.
Yeah,
I think that's
unbelievable.
absolutely hilarious.
That's awesome. Yeah.
He did go 0 for 4 yesterday. He pinched hit the day before. I think he went 0 for 4 yesterday. But he was ripping it up in Worcester all through minor league
for
ball.
sure.
303, I think it was like 17
303,
home runs.
360. He's got like 13 homers.
17.
17.
Yeah. So I want again, as we're talking, kind of like with Moose, a little bit with Pat. It's August 23rd. There's a month to go in the season. We've had a little bit of March, April, May, June, July, August, and September. July and most of August. I want a set lineup. How do you feel about the set lineup? And I want Lowe in there.
I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you. I think Yoshida's in a tough spot right now too because I mean all he brings to the table is hitting. He's not really doing that. So this is where I'm like, all right, got to give Garcia that opportunity. He might be up.
Who was in right field yesterday? Garcia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, center.
No, they said he was in right and Eaton
Or he
was
got
in center.
moved. Oh, that
He may
might
have
be
slid
it,
over
right,
later
or
on,
something
but
like
that
that.
was-
Yeah. But like that's what's tough and.
That's what's up. Sorry.
Right. So Garcia, I think, is either going to be DHing or, like, I don't know. Yoshida's going to be probably playing every game.
I was
That's
the last holdout on
Most
Yoshida.
teams.
I stood up for him. He didn't strike out. He wasn't that guy. Yes, he was grounded out to second base. I was the last holdout. Everybody wanted him gone. I still liked him. I want him gone. Yoshida, now with Garcia up, and Rafaela, and Anthony, and Abreu, and Duran, there is no need for Yoshida.
Completely backed up in the outfield. It's unbelievable. We have too many outfielders and a bunch of guys that can play the infield.
So if you got all these guys,
don't have any infielders.
All right,
Just
and
a
then
bunch of guys that can.
Then I don't want David Hamilton in at second base anymore. I want Rafaela in at second. I want Lowe at first. Story still healthy, perfect. He's at third. You got short. You got Bregman at third. Give me your outfield of what?
Probably Duran would move over to center.
Yeah, Duran,
Abreu's hurt.
and Anthony.
Abreu's hurt. So
and now
Roman's
Garcia.
going to be in right and Garcia in left or vice versa.
Yeah.
Roman might be playing left. Garcia might be in right. I don't know. Whatever.
And then whoever you want, Romy. You want somebody else to DH. And Abreu's going to be back
Romy
soon, right?
is at second.
No, I got Rafael at second.
No, Romy.
I want
should
Romy
be,
DH.
No, Romy's no.
That's what I want.
I want no because
wrong.
Garcia should be the DH because Garcia is not a good fielder.
That's,
So Romy
all right,
going to second, Rafaela in center.
Well, I mean, that
Duran moves over to left, Roman's in right.
okay.
Garcia's our DH. Garcia's not a good fielder by any means.
All right,
He's just out there because he's better than Yoshida.
So then, and get rid of Yoshida.
Yeah.
And you can send David Hamilton back down to Worcester
Sure.
as well.
Just
too.
get rid of him. He's not going to bring much.
For those that didn't see it, and the Sox won this game. I couldn't believe it. Thursday night, Sox beat the Yankees 6-3. Hamilton's on third, steals third base. Literally, and I'm using the word right this time because not like everybody else says literally. Literally walks off the base towards the third base coach, who's had a tough week himself. Towards the third base coach, just keeps walking. The third baseman for the Yankees, who I'm drawing a blank on right now, motions to the pitcher, hey, throw the ball over here. Throw it over here. They throw it over. He was so far off the base, he had to dive back to the base. He had like a 7-foot lead. Not even a lead. He was in the coach's box. Where was he going?
It's absurd.
It's terrible. And the third, so you...
Mind you, there's one out.
Right.
So
then who's ever up draws a walk. So it would have been first and third with one out instead of a runner on first with 2 outs. At the time, the game was... It wasn't 6-3 yet. Anthony had a home run.
It was a 2-run game then.
Yeah,
or one. No, it was a 1-run game.
It must have been 4-3.
It was a 1-run game.
Pretty tight in the game. So, all right, I get riled up when I see the... and then the same third base coach not sending home Nate Eaton earlier in the week on Roman Anthony's fly ball on a ball that went halfway up the third base line with nobody covering home.
Could it be Nate Eaton's thing, though? It could have been him that he held himself up.
I didn't hear that. I heard it was analytics and they made it predetermined. So all right, we're gonna take one more break. I still want to get into the Patriots because there was some news that came out of Vrabel's mouth the other day. And do you think the preseason is not a sham but a scam? We'll get into that as well. Your thoughts, Patriots, Red Sox, anything else? Give us a call 401-766-1240, and you can join us in the cheap seats on 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, and OneSocketRadio.com.
The latest Buick and GMC models are available at Tasker Buick GMC in Woonsocket. Buick Encore, Envision, Enclave, and Invista are on the lot waiting for you to take one for a test drive. New GMC crossovers, SUVs, as well as trucks and vans are also available. Thinking of a pre-owned vehicle? Tasker Buick GMC has more than 900 in stock, many under $15,000. Visit online, TaskerBuickGMC.com, or stop into 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Tasker Buick GMC, you will be satisfied. And remember, there are no tariffs on the vehicles in stock at Tasker Buick GMC. Are you looking to beautify your property this autumn? Look to A.J. Moran for stonework patios, steps, walkways, plus retaining walls. Are you looking to beautify your home this autumn? A.J. Moran can put veneer stone right on your house to have beautiful looking stone. And if that's not what you want, A.J. Moran can rebuild indoor fireplaces with veneer stone. It's real natural stone. Check out what they can do online, ajmoraninc.com. A.J. Moran.
If you're celebrating a major event, regardless of the reason, Michael's Meats of Cumberland can elevate your next meal from ordinary to extraordinary with meats so good your guests will ask you where you got them. Tell them Michael's Meats. Michael's Meats is in the Walgreens parking lot on Mendon Road in Cumberland, just north of the Ciabro Plaza. They're open Monday through Saturday at 9 a.m., making your next meal truly special. Here's this week's specials at Michael's Meats.
And this week's special at Michael's Meats, Chairman's Reserve center cut pork chops for just $2.99 a pound at Michael's Meats. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin. I'm Kevin Callahan, joined by my son Matt Callahan, joined a little bit earlier in the show by my co-host Pat Holland. Pat, sounding great. Welcome back, and I hope to have you back next week as well. And Matt, again, thank you for filling in for Pat.
For sure.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, talking sports, arguing a little bit. You're wrong on a couple things with the Red Sox in their lineup, but we'll work on you.
Yeah,
we'll fix you eventually. So been working on you for about 26 years, but
we'll get there.
All good. Yeah. Couple of little notes before I get into the Patriots. Jaylen Brown's father. arrested for attempted murder. I guess
Interesting.
they're kind of a strange. I don't see that
car
being
accident or something
no,
like that.
Oh
or,
yeah, over a parking spot.
Oh, parking spot,
Yeah.
something ridiculous.
And apparently they don't talk anyway, Jalen. That shouldn't affect them on the home, in my opinion. It shouldn't affect them on the home games, but on the away games, some fans I could see trying to
heckle
get
them
on
a little bit.
heckling them. But all right, so I want to give a shout out to Conroe, Texas. Is there somebody by the name of Ben watching or listening in Conroe, Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know if you were asking me or not.
All right, awesome. Glad we could extend to the via the World Wide Web to Conroe, Texas. We're everywhere. Tell your friends to tune in every Saturday morning to the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin every Saturday from 9:00 right here on WOON. So, all right, Patriots. It's starting to get some airplay. Vrabel not happy. Calling his staff rats. Who's ratting me out? All right. Leaking information to the press. It actually happened twice this week. The one that's getting more play is the Jalen Polk when he was asked a simple question of, what is there anything else that you can add to Jalen Polk having surgery? And that's when Vrabel said, we have too many rats in the organization. Like, it wasn't meant for public consumption yet. Though I'm not 100% sure why, except that maybe they were going to release him.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so if they were going to release him, i.e. cut him, a second-round pick, now with him getting surgery, he's probably owed some money. I'm sure it's something to do with contractually, and now it's out.
If it wasn't season ending, you could cut him beforehand, and you could just slide past that.
Right.
But because that happened, it changes a whole lot of stuff.
Right. So, you go back and, I've heard this a couple times, the talking heads in Boston will talk about it. I was reading some stuff online. And you go back, it goes almost all the way back to Bill Parcells. Back when he was here, and it was his show. And when it wasn't his show, that's when he bolted for the Jets. Replaced by Pete Carroll. That did not go so well. But then Belichick, obviously, for the next 20-some-odd years. It has been a tight ship where things like this just weren't leaked out. Not without the permission of Parcells, Belichick.
Right.
Even last year in the Mayo, I don't recall too much stuff coming out last year.
Not much happened. It was kind of smooth sailing from that front.
Right. So
I didn't hear anything out of the ordinary.
But the other thing, and I think this was more of a reaction to everything. So Jalen Polk having surgery, all right, it clearly annoyed Vrabel. But he was asked a question, and right before the preseason game, it came out that Anthony Jennings and Kyler Duggar were both possibly being traded. Now, Duggar was also possibly going to be released. Jennings actually had a pretty good camp from what I read, had a decent game, I think, in game number 2. And now that they're possibly being traded. So I think there was a couple things. Why was that leaked out?
Yeah.
That's the stuff that Polk having
it's the
surgery.
chain reaction of different things, too.
Polk having surgery, that's not going to disrupt the locker room.
Right.
That is what, in the words of Belichick, it is what it is, right? But Jennings and Duggar possibly being traded, that disrupts the locker room because now you got their friends. Am I next? Am I part of the trade? Are you getting released? Are you getting traded? Now the locker room is disrupted.
What is going on?
And, and right now they got to cut down to 53 guys. They've already made 14 cuts. They had 90. So you got a 90-person locker room. It's already, people are on pins and needles. And now you're hearing about signed players that are possibly going to get traded or cut. And now you got leaks coming from inside. It's supposed to be a pretty tight unit.
It's a pretty bad look.
It's a very bad look, and Vrabel.
And the season hasn't even started yet.
That's the other thing. The season doesn't start.
So
for 2
can
weeks.
you imagine 2-3 weeks from now,
right,
when you've already solidified your team and things just like, oh, this was supposed to happen, but it hasn't happened yet, or vice versa. Now there's no clear motive on different. I don't know, whatever.
And you start off 1-2, and now you're gonna have more leaks. So I think Vrabel, to his credit, is putting his foot down and like.
Well, yeah, he's got to handle it somehow. I mean, you gotta do that because you have to have control of your team, your staff.
Absolutely.
And if you don't, you gotta.
They're gonna run roughshod. It's gonna affect the team and their performance on.
Honestly,
on
if this is happening, it's to the point where like get rid of him too. Like you gotta.
Or whoever the mole is that's leaking the
like
information.
I mean, I don't know. Unless he's like the offensive court. I mean, maybe it
Maybe
is. Who knows?
You don't know. Could it be Josh?
But like,
theories are running rampant. Is it Elliot Wolf? Is it Josh McDaniels?
Is it Drake May?
Is it Drake May?
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, you can't just get rid of someone
That's
that's
my
super
point.
important.
You can't just assume. Or I don't know. There's a whole lot of. It's a mess. It's a hot mess for sure.
Clouded mystery. So, all right. So that's interesting. Hopefully, Vrabel's got 2 weeks or so before the season starts to kind of tighten the ship, make his cuts. That's the other thing. He's making cuts. He has to cut 37 players by I think Tuesday or Thursday of next week. He's already cut 14, so he's got another 23 cuts he's got to make plus trades. So he's got that going on. Now he's worrying about leaks. The NFL. Okay, Josh Allen for the Bills didn't play in one preseason game. We know Aaron Rodgers didn't.
No, he probably didn't want to either.
Yeah, exactly. I'll make the argument that Drake May didn't. He played 2 series in game 1. I've brought this up in the past. Okay, when I was growing up, and not so long ago, 4 preseason games, and it followed a model. Week 1, you played your 2 series. And let's use Brady as an example. 2 series. Week 2, you played into the second quarter. However many series that was. So you had a quarter and a half, and they had a set number of series to play. Week 3 was when that was the one closest to a regular season game.
You pretty much did.
Yep.
3 quarters.
And the big thing was to see how you made any adjustments coming out of halftime, for stamina, things like that. And you played at least 2.5, if not 3 quarters. And sometimes Belichick would even throw starters back in if he didn't like the way things are going. Like
just kind of set the tone a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's reel it back in.
Yeah, so
let's go. This is how it should be.
And then the fourth game was, you kind of threw it up in the air to see what happened. Guys fighting for their lives. There may have been some cuts made already. I don't understand what is going on with the preseason now. Again, I went to the game against Washington. It was because of tiered pricing. That was a $74 game, whereas the game that, say, you're going to against the Raiders, that might be a $175 game.
Yeah.
The game against the Bills might be a $225 game. The game against the Jets might be $135. Right. The average price of a regular season game is $175. They used to be all the games were the same price, including preseason. People are upset that preseason costs as much as the regular season, so then they went to tiered pricing. They're getting the exact same money. They just price it out differently now over the 9 or 10 games. Whatever. I make the argument now, after what I just witnessed in this preseason, I think preseason games should be free. I'm hearing that they're getting more out of joint practices.
They're saying that too. It's crazy.
They're getting more out of an 11 a.m. joint practice against the Vikings than they are in front of 60,000 people. Make the game free.
Might as well in these games
sell the concessions.
Might as well have coaches out on the field too, just trying out different things. Like literally standing on the field, like, hey, you're gonna hike the ball here. Yeah. You're gonna run down the middle. You're just telling them what they're doing. That's pretty much what's happening.
Yeah, the controlled scrimmages, like you said, or the heading in that direction. Nobody's playing. Again,
it's gonna turn into flag football for preseason very shortly.
We opened up the show. What did anybody learn from Drake May? Drake May in his second year, brand new offensive coordinator, brand new head coach. He goes 7 for 12 for 58 yards. He rushed for a touchdown, lost a fumble, got sacked once.
It gives us a lot. Not really.
And the guy who played against the Giants the other night, Woolridge, not Orlando.
I don't even know how to say it. I think it's Woolridge.
Yeah, Woolridge. Orlando played in the NBA for the Bulls. This is another Woolridge. Well, it doesn't matter. He went 10 for 20 for 82 yards, and they cut him. He was one of the 14 cuts.
See,
that was your only quarterback against the Giants, and they cut him 2 days later.
Where's Josh Dobbs?
Couldn't hurt him.
Because if he's going to get cut anyways...
Dobbs, they're keeping Dobbs.
No, I know. Yeah. Woolridge, they knew that they were going to cut him before he even went in. Yeah. So why even give him that opportunity?
Yeah, to showcase... to keep their other guys
because Dobbs is pretty good, honestly. I actually don't even mind him. He did decent for the Vikings. I mean, he had a good offense.
It's Drake
He's a good... He's a decent backup.
Yeah.
In the NFL. I mean, I don't think he's that bad. So I think you give him that opportunity, especially if... what people are saying, Drake May, like he hasn't really shown much yet anyways. If he's going to turn the ball over, give him that opportunity to actually go out and play.
Listen to these other shows, whatever. People are like, oh, Drake May's this, Drake May's that. How do they know? Drake May played a half a year last year, half a season, a third of a season.
With an offense that's not even around anymore.
He's had camp, and everyone's just basing their opinion on what they've read from Greg Bedard in Boston Sports Journal. They're basing their opinion off of what Greg wrote and say Drake May's not this, Drake May's not that. How do they know? How does anybody know what Drake May is? They saw him for 5 games as a rookie under Gerard Mayo. Now you got Vrabel and you got McDaniels running the show. 7 for 12 for 58 yards shows me nothing.
Yeah.
And people will coming to conclusions on Drake May. He's this, that. Nobody knows. Right. Nobody knows what Drake May is. He's nothing. The only thing that was exciting was Travion Henderson returning the opening kickoff 100 yards.
So fun.
That was pretty cool.
That was sweet.
The way he avoided tackles and that's my one takeaway from the training camp. And I guess I can't even know. I forget their names. The 2 field goal kickers are in a battle. They're going to keep one and release the other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just tell me who's kicking. It's all right. So it's preseason.
Tough.
It's a scam. 60,000 people. Make them free. Go jack your hamburgers and your hot dogs up another $1 and your beers up another $1, and you make your money that way. It's crazy that you were charging money for tickets to what? To go see Orlando Woolridge's great nephew, who I don't even remember his first name, go 10 for 20 to get released and go hopefully land in the CFL.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay. So, all right, we're coming to the end of the cheap seats. A couple of things that we did not get to from the Patriots. Apparently, there is a guy that has stood out in camp to the staff that everyone's talking that he might make the team. His name's Efton Chisholm III, where he was an undrafted free agent, and he actually looks like, by all accounts, that he may make the team. So that's something to keep an eye on as they come down to final cuts and how much playing time he gets. Other things that we did not get to, there is a report out there, I don't know if you saw this, the college football. People want to expand to a 24-team playoff in the future with more automatic bids. There's a lot to be worked out. I think that came from the Big Ten, but I'm not sure who proposed it. It's
the SEC.
It wasn't the SEC.
I know,
though,
but did you see the SEC is doing a thing where they have to play 9 games for their in-conference now?
Oh, okay.
They're playing 9 in-conference games starting in 2026
Okay, so all right, so
changing it up a little bit.
You'll be our
Saw
college
that
football
yesterday.
guru.
Yeah, well, someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it. It's clearly not going to be. I'll try.
Pat could do it.
I'll try.
Pat knows the stuff.
All right, start studying up on college football, Pat. You can become our guru.
He already is. You know nothing.
I know something.
Oh, okay.
I know that Brown starts September 20th. A month from now. Everybody else starts.
You found out this morning. Let's be real.
No, basketball, they also start later than everybody. And hockey. Ridiculous. They start a month after everybody.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Milan Lucic signed a tryout contract with the St. Louis Blues. He's completed his rehab. Simon, off to St. Louis, 37 years old. I didn't like him when he came back to the Bruins. I liked him when he was originally on the Bruins. His career did nothing when he left. I didn't like him when he came back. Then he got into the altercation with his wife, and I didn't have any use for him as a player. And now I don't have any use for him as a person. That's another whole show.
In the past.
I guess good luck in St. Louis. I'm just glad he's gone from here. And then there's rumors of Gronk signing a one-day contract to officially retire a Patriot. I used to think that stuff was kind of neat, but it's cool. Have a Gronk day. One-day contract, yeah, I guess it's fun, but I don't know. How do you feel about one-day contracts? Do they mean anything
they're
to you?
fine.
Yeah.
They're okay.
They're
I mean, I don't really have much info for it.
No, just in
kinda
general.
just, okay, fine. Cool.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It's.
I don't really have much to it.
Yeah. It's ceremonial. It's okay, but when people think back to Dwight Evans, who retired a Baltimore Oriole after playing 18 or 19 years with the Red Sox, people don't think of him as a Baltimore Oriole. I have no idea if he signed a one-day contract with the Red Sox or not.
Right.
But people think of him as a Red Sox. Same thing's gonna happen with Gronk. Yeah, he won a Super Bowl in Tampa. They're gonna think of him as a Patriot, whether he signs a one-day contract 100%. Or not. So all right, so that's fine. Congrats to Gronk if they do retire him as officially a Patriot. So all right, so that's gonna just about do it here in the cheap seats with Pat, Kevin, Matt. thank you so much for filling in the last couple of weeks, and I think I've done a really good job. I appreciate you coming in.
My pleasure.
We'll continue
It
to
was a
argue
fun
sports
time.
at home. We'll make Mom happy the way we argue sports, so she loves that.
We'll avoid her when we argue, though.
Okay, sounds good. So, and I want to thank you for joining us in the Cheap Seats each and every Saturday here at 9 o'clock on WOON. Want you to have a great weekend and tune in next week again, where we hope Pat will be back in the Cheap Seats with Pat and Kevin here on 99.5 FM, 1240 AM, and WoonSocketRadio.com. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Broadcasting